Hello and welcome back to another episode of Film Frenzy.
Yep, the rules are pretty simple. We have 12 hours to write, plan, shoot and edit an entire film.
Yes, we do. And to make it even harder, if that wasn't hard enough, we have 3 randomly chosen pieces of criteria that the film has to follow as well. So let's get picking those. The genre first.
Right.
Like you warm your hands up to try and pick a better one.
I want to pick a good one. Oh. There we go. We are fantasy.
Fantasy.
Okay.
Fantasy.
That's tough.
Better get the green screen back out again.
Yeah. Next up is keywords. This is a word that has to feature in the film in some kind of way, thematically or otherwise. You're gonna go, oh, okay.
I'm feeling lucky.
Better pick a good one then.
I'll try. I mean, my left hand isn't the best. Okay, we've got brother. Brother. Brother.
Oh, does that mean we get to play brothers?
Maybe. Or
dear.
one person could play 2 characters. Because I don't want to be related to you.
That's rude.
And finally, we have to pick a prop that we've got to use. So I'll let you do it this time. Go on, go for it. What that mean?
We are an alarm clock.
Okay. I hate alarm clocks.
Yeah, I'm not sure we have an alarm clock.
Mine's just my phone.
Yeah, that doesn't work with a fantasy.
No, I guess not. Okay.
All right, fantasy, brother, alarm clock, 12 hours on the clock. Let's get going.
Let's do it.
So first thing we need to do is obviously make a cup of tea because it's going to be a long day. But our second concern is the weather. It's very grey outside and has been, that's going to be loud, probably don't want to do that. It's been very grey and it's been raining this morning. Fantasies don't often really take place indoors, do they?
Jumanji.
There we go, we'll make Jumanji, shall we?
Alright. I'm thinking let's just do a bit of research for a change. 100 best fantasy movies.
Well, I don't think we need to read all 100.
Number 1, Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring.
There you go.
Number 2, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Number 3, Lord of the Rings, The Two
Come
Towers.
on.
Number 4.
The Hobbit.
No.
Ugh.
The Green Mile.
I wouldn't have thought of like superheroes being fantasy, but I guess they are.
They kind of are. They're a fantasy, aren't they?
So we should maybe become superhero brothers?
Could do. Like one brother's a hero and the other's a villain.
Oh my god!
We did it!
That's it! That's our idea! You don't have any board games like Dungeons and Dragons, do you? Alright, but how would we get that costume?
Is that a cop out? I think it's all we could do, man. Time's ticking. I mean, we've already spent what, like half an hour drinking tea.
Yeah. Okay, so we think we have our idea. It's a bit of a cop out.
It's not overly fantasy.
Not the most fantasy. We're almost playing on the idea, the fact that we can't do fantasy, and that's kind of our idea. And especially because we've got a real world item, the alarm clock, that kind of helps us have an excuse to turn it to the real world. But we have an idea. It shouldn't be too long to film, but there's some technical bits that are quite difficult. And if it rains, because we are screwed, because a lot of it's outside. What you doing, mate?
I am trying to draw what I imagine the costume to look like. So he's got long hair, obviously.
Michael Jackson kind of vibes.
He's got a big scar on his face because he's been in many battles. Maybe he's also got like...
What is that?
A speech... No, it was meant to be a cape.
What parts of these costumes do we possibly have?
I think I've got a wig. Don't ask me why. Haven't got a big sword. Haven't got any robes.
Elf
haven't got
shoes?
a cape. Haven't got elf shoes.
So we got a wig.
A wig.
Oh, come on.
That's as far as I could get.
Alright, well, this is going to be our main first thing to do then, is to sort out this costume. So we're looking for costumes.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of different stuff around here. I mean, you know, Snow White. Ooh,
That's fantasy.
There might be some medieval... I'm not dressing up as Snow White. In the woods. With you. Alone. Again.
Stockings are actually quite medieval.
Not blimmin' fishnet ones.
That is the best we can do. I think the biggest thing selling it is this belt across the front.
It's basically all down to the belt, yeah. I'll transform into Victor, shall I? Hello, my name is Victor, and I am from the medieval times.
I mean, it's not great, is it? But it's the best we can do, and I think it's all right for the short amount of notice. So obviously being so last minute, we're having to do some DIY props. We've already made our quiver and our bow. Not much tension in the bow, admittedly. We need to fake it, alright? It's hard to get real tension with string and an unbending piece of wood.
Right, in the woods, our fantasy setting. It's very fantastical. Look at this.
You can imagine him in like Lord of the Rings trotting through on a horse, can't you?
Yeah. In fact, that is it. No, not a horse.
You look a little bit like Tommy Wiseau from The Room with that hair.
What? I did not hit her!
You're lying!
Oh, hey, Mark.
So there's an effect shot we have to do in this, and we're going to be having to do it in the jankiest, worst possible way. Because it's so wet out and we were worried it was going to rain, we're going to have to film the green screen bit in a completely different location to this. So we're currently getting a plate shot and hopefully match lighting later. It's the worst way you can possibly do it, so never do it like this. But what are you going to do?
It's happened. It's finally happened. It's raining now. So we're just literally getting this last shot here and we've got to pack up and go. Oh, I'm tripping over.
So we made it inside just in time to the car. So at least it didn't get too wet. But all the rest of the next shots you were going to film meant to be outside. So what? Like, do we just keep having to run inside every 5 seconds?
It's also nearly lunchtime. Just throwing that out there.
I am hungry.
I'm very hungry.
Alright, should we get lunch and see what's going on?
Yeah.
How do you feel about having to do this sort of thing in public?
Wearing all the get up. A little bit of me has to die inside. And that died long ago, so.
You're looking great there.
Looking like a horror, like The Grudge or something.
Yeah.
Doesn't even blow out the. Yeah, this hair isn't a good.
It's almost like a beard combo.
Ooh, that'd have made me look medieval, wouldn't it? But yeah, like I push it out my face, and then you just sort of looking around, talking, and before you flipping know it.
So we have now finished most of like our location shooting, as it were. Most of it was real rough.
Oh boy.
We kept getting like rained off. Every time we'd set up, it kept raining. So we basically got about one version of each shot.
Which isn't any good, is it? But
no. It's now very windy outside and looks like it could rain at any second. But we're trying to do the green screen bit for me now. And it's just going to be a real mess. Lol. I mean, you don't look any better, mate.
Oh, I know, but it's you. You genuinely look like a rocker. Like, I've seen...
Yeah, I should more be in a metal band than I should be.
That's the whole ensemble. It's time for everybody's favourite part of the show, Green Screen with Jack. First part to setting up a green screen. The most important part is...
Put up the green screen.
Part 2 of putting up a green screen. The most important second part is...
Make sure it's well lit, I guess.
Number 3.
Have fun doing it.
There you go. That's how to do green screen video.
Basically, we don't want this green screen getting wet, but I need to have daylight on me. So basically, we're just going to set this up here. I'm going to act in front of that, get daylight on me, and then hopefully that'll work. It is currently again raining though. Why? Why must it always rain on me? Is it because I lied when I was 17?
So, in all film frenzies, there's just one moment, one part where we say something like...
This is our worst film frenzy. This is going terribly. So it's definitely far from perfect. Isn't looking good so far.
I mean it this time. All those other times we've lied, but this time, I promise you, this one's rubbish. You look exactly like Loki.
Yeah. Yeah. Nailed it.
Shut up. No! No!
I'm sorry to any neighbours, honestly.
Poor neighbours.
Really?
Well, as quickly as it was over, it's all finished. I mean, what?
What?
As quickly as it all started, it's over. You're now out of your costume already. It's a wrap.
It's the perfect first time.
It's a wrap. I'm an expert at words. I'm a wordsmith.
Yeah. I'm glad I never have to wear this again.
Yeah.
Now it's your turn to get back into
I've got to
it.
get back into that stupid thing. That's if you can get out of it. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Yay.
We are done. The quality of said film, I mean...
It's a wrap with a C.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, it's funny. That's good. Yeah. So we are back, just copying over all the footage now. Dinner's in the oven, and just got to get everything going. I know I say this every time, but the edit should be relatively easy. The actual amount of footage we filmed should be relatively short. The film itself should be relatively short. There is an effect shot, but we're going to cheat. I'll get to that later. So I'm hoping this one is quick. Famous last words. And that's what we started out with. And cut me out. Brings very mean. So yeah, I mean it's not great, but it'll do. That's a great frame to stop on.
What a face, man. I want that as my wallpaper background. Please stop. No monsters. No.
It's terrible.
That is terrifying. I would like to report a crime. You've stolen something, haven't you?
From ourselves, yeah. Like you may have been thinking, these kids are crazy.
That's what the comments say at least,
Yeah.
anyway.
They're trying to do visual effects in a 12-hour film of a portal. Well, yeah, because we've done it before and we're going to steal it from ourselves. We've already made a portal for wands. Go and watch it. So we're just going to steal it. This is basically a complete rip-off of that whole scene.
That was such an aggressive plug.
Yeah. And I'm going to change the colour and the shape and stuff.
They always say nowadays, you know, recycle, all that. And that we're doing our bit for the environment.
Yeah.
So Jack has this thing, right, where he's acting along, all good, and then all of a sudden, you know, the scene's over, so he stops acting, and like most people, they wind down. Not our Jack. Look at that transition! And your thingy. How did you do it even?
Often with these things we obviously have to direct ourselves. It's almost like I'm talking to myself when I say this.
It's okay. The portal will open. Shall open. It's okay.
Will open, no, if you could say shall open, okay. And then again, it's so... What is wrong with me?
Right, let's talk about the music. So we actually picked this out before we went out. We typed in the word medieval, and this little beauty came up.
Looty.
So looty. It's lootyful. Well, that's the pre-edit done.
Time-wise, it's going well, but this one is I'm finding really frustrating because it's the one we've most gone like, oh, we should have done this, we should have done that. We keep coming up with ideas in the edit stage and like, oh, wouldn't it have been good if you did that? Wouldn't it have been good if you did this?
Yeah.
Which is like, this is one of the most frustrating ones to have done in such a short amount of time because we just didn't have enough time to come up with really good ideas.
How's the edit going, Jack?
Surprisingly well. Like,
Yeah?
Not content-wise, God no, but the speed of which we're doing it, we might actually get done in time for once.
Brilliant. Well, I would personally say, yet again, I am semi-surprised with how it's not as bad as I originally thought.
At what point? Because when we came up with the idea, I liked it. Then we filmed it, and I was like, "No, that's bad." Now
Yeah,
I'm like,
when
it's not
when
as
we-
bad.
yes.
So the writing was like up here, the shooting was down here, and then the edit's sort of up.
We've reached a happy medium.
No. Your wig continuity in this is all over the place.
Well, having locks like that, they're hard to control, you know?
You go from being like Meatloaf to Tommy Wiseau to I don't know, some like monster.
Yes.
To kind of sometimes looking a bit like a medieval dude.
My acting range is very wide, what can I say? How unhappy I look with it. That wasn't acting, that was just because the wig was itchy.
So that is all the effect shots done. They went pretty smooth, seeing as we stole from ourselves, made things a lot quicker. We've just got to do a little bit of a sound mix, a little bit of a colour, and then we're done. And for once, we're on schedule to finish on time.
Oh my... What?
Oh my god!
You kidding me, right? The clock's broken.
No, it's just we've made a terrible film.
Right, so
So-
cut corners and you get to go home early.
Corners and you finish on time.
Yeah, this is just like my old job.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Another Film Frenzy completed in the bag.
Yes, technically it's not actually completely done, like on a technicality.
I mean, I guess if you're going to be technical,
About
about it.
But
you know,
basically, there's a couple of shots at the start and a couple of shots at the end that are effect shots that we haven't had time to colour simply because they would take hours to render out.
Yeah.
So
We haven't got hours.
If we didn't have to render them, we would have time to colour them. So we're calling that done.
So really, it's not our fault.
It's not our
We're
fault.
blaming it on the tools that we have, which
Yes.
a good workman always does.
That, as the famous saying goes.
As the famous saying goes. So this little bad boy, this can go. And
I mean, we do actually need that for some pictures, so
Good.
maybe.
good catch. All right, take that back.
But thank you very much for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing, all of those good things, and also a huge thank you to our patrons as well. This wouldn't be possible without you.
No, absolutely
And
not.
I guess we'll see you tomorrow for the reveal of this film.
This mess.
Thank you very much. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.